Welcome to Escape This Podcast, a show that's a mix between tabletop role-playing and escape room puzzles. This is the 8th room of the Clueseum, but annoyingly for people whose podcast players keep track of seasons, the 9th episode of season 10, because of that goat room. Oh, season 17,
that
not
goat
10.
room.
That bloody goat room threw off season 17 completely.
I love playing the goat room.
Every episode, we run through an audio escape room in which there are puzzles and story and stuff and things, often made by Danny. That's the general basis of how this show works, but this whole season has been a connected arc written by guest game masters. And we have, returning to the show, previous guest game master, Das. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me back. You
were one of the guest game masters earlier who brought us, I feel like at similar times, at least in organization, if not in airing, maybe I separated them out a little bit more, a sequel to our first room of Alex's bathroom.
A sequel to the sequel of
a
your
sequel to the
first room.
sequel. Okay, lovely.
So it can't have been. It can't have
wouldn't
been
have been at the same time.
Then.
It just feels like it in memory. So you did a sequel to a sequel, a fan sequel to a fan sequel of our original room. So you've kind of weirdly had the most experience of any of the guest game masters at doing a connected fan arc. You just sort of did it without consent on someone else's room.
That's what fan fiction is.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to have you come and do the 8th installment of the Clueseum.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously you've been on the show before, so this is somewhat of an update as well as just a general question, but this is an escape room show. What is your escape room experience?
I think last time I came on the show, I was up to 11 in-person escape rooms, and now I'm up to 18 in-person escape rooms.
Nice.
And then a bunch of playtesting for this arc, so...
Yes, yeah, probably a lot of virtual escape room play.
Mm-hmm. Lately, I've been doing a cool place near where I live called Escape the Netherworld. Like, I unfortunately ran through all their rooms, so I can't go back. But their theming is lovely, excellent puzzles. If you're in the Metro Atlanta area, I highly recommend going. Although, fair warning, there are jump scares there, so for a certain crowd.
It is so sad when you have a company that you really like and then you finish all the rooms. You're just like,
Yes.
oh no, I have to move on. I don't want to go.
Now what do I do now?
Well, this is escape rooms mixed with a sort of tabletop role-playing presentation. What is your tabletop role-playing experience or any updates on it since last you were on?
Since last I was on, I joined 2 sessions of D&D, and the group has since fallen apart over scheduling.
Yep.
Okay, you've had the
Very
quintessential RPG experience.
And then 1 game of Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yay.
Nice. Blood on the Clock Tower is a lot of fun. We've been so into Blood on the Clock Tower recently, playing with people on the Discord, doing streamed things, and we've been doing a lot with Beardy. This is also me just saying, hey, if you haven't, I mentioned a few episodes ago, go and check out the ones we did on Beardy's YouTube channel of us playing a game called Blood on the Clock Tower. It's great fun.
We've played about 150 games throughout the year.
Yeah,
about
too much.
6 of them recorded.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, lovely. I think with all that said, we're good to get into the room. I believe before recording, you already hinted to us, and by hint, I mean said explicitly, which room you are running.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're heading into the McFly Hall of Transportation.
Yep, we're running out of exhibits.
Yeah. We could have been going to the archives. I don't know.
Do you see archives on that map?
I see the number.
We see
Maybe
a big
they're underground.
asterisk of some sort. I'm not looking at the map right now, so I can't remember what it says.
Not currently available for public viewing.
There was a bit more to that asterisk than you read out.
I don't want to ruin it for everybody. It's not currently available for public viewing. Please contact the Graves Institute for further information. No, I won't. That guy's an alchemist, and I don't like him.
So since you haven't contacted him, obviously you don't have more information to get there.
Damn.
It's true.
All right, well, I think we're happy to be whisked away. Let's get going.
All right, last exhibit on the map. Eve must be here, right? You walk through the door to the McFly Hall of Transportation. It clicks shut behind you. You find yourselves at the end of a sparse hallway. Behind you is the door you came in through. In front of you is a kiosk. And at the far end of the hallway is a security gate. Good luck.
It's a pretty easy
Amazing.
one to draw so far.
Hard to know how much page space to dedicate to it, though.
Yes, that's the hard part. Okay, Danny, there's not much to do.
I turn around and look at the door
Yeah,
that
I
we
know. I was
came
going to
through.
say the same thing.
You find the door is locked shut with the words "No re-entry this floor" written above it.
You know what? At least the door's still there. That hasn't always been the case.
Yes, the door is still there.
Okay, lovely. Well, let's go to this kiosk, shall
I
we?
guess so.
This looks like one of the self-service check-in kiosks you see at the airport. The screen is displaying the words "Touch screen to start."
I touch screen to start.
Bill, you touch the screen. Both you and Danny wince as you each develop an awful headache. When
Oh.
y'all open your eyes, you find yourselves standing on a green path with a colorful map floating beside you that I'll send now.
Oh,
Oh
wild.
no. We've gone virtual. Alright, so I'm clicking out of things. Hopefully it doesn't break.
Oh,
What am I looking at?
okay. So for people at home, you can see this image in the show notes. This is, so you say we are on a green pathway.
You are on a green pathway.
We've been given a map, but it's like a giant maze of differently colored paths all intersecting with each other,
All made of little squares.
all made of little squares, and a lot of them are green, but there are a lot that are green. So I think by exploring, we might be able to find out where we are
That's exciting.
by seeing, like, presumably from where we are, is there only forward and backwards as options to go?
You take a look around you, and you can't actually see that far. It looks like not that much has loaded. There's the square
no.
you're on now, and the two adjacent squares in either direction. So when you look
Oh.
in one direction, you see another green square and then a yellow square. When you look
Ooh,
in the
okay.
other direction, you see a green square and then a second green square. You have a feeling if you started going one way or the other, more of the map would probably load.
Amazing.
Okay.
So yellow squares seem to be where the greens and the reds intersect with each other.
Yeah, lovely. So there's a few options here.
Oh yeah, heaps of options still.
Here's my problem, Danny.
Mhm.
Well, not my problem. Here's my question to you.
Uh-huh.
Here's my problem with this terrible escape. No, okay, we could start to explore, and by doing so, orient ourselves.
That
right?
feels like the correct thing to do, yeah?
To what end?
We'll find out.
All right.
I think we need to know where we are for anything to make sense. So I say we start doing it.
You don't know where you're going and you don't know why.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But we can't like get out. It's not like we can untouch the screen. So we'll just figure it out.
The yellow definitely seems valuable to me. I would love to walk to that yellow.
Yeah, you know what? It'll be a big difference if by going one square forward, there's nothing past the yellow because there's a lot of yellows at the tops of greens.
Yeah.
You walk all the way to the yellow square, and you find yourself at a yellow intersection with the green path you came from behind you and a red path to your right.
Nice,
Ooh,
nice.
and nothing
I
forward.
like
Amazing.
Nothing forward.
that. Okay, there are still at least 3 options like that I can see. So we still
But
need
if we
more
go,
info.
like if we go by like
4, maybe?
by green paths, right, going from the top left across, we're not in the first green path. We could be in the second green path.
Yep.
Not in the
Not
third, that
third.
little horizontal line. Not on the fourth. We could be on the fifth. Not.
I
the
don't know which one you're
sixth.
counting as the 5th anymore, but
There's 4 green segments on the top, right?
oh, I see what you mean.
1, 2,
yes.
3, 4, and then 5 we could be in, but only if we were at the top of it.
Mhm. There are also
little
we
6.
don't know what our orientation was.
That's true. We weren't necessarily going up, so we could actually be in the 3rd and the 6th. Okay, there's a lot going on.
Wait,
All right.
Wait, what's that? Just making sure
Oh
this
no, we
isn't
couldn't
just
be in the 3rd or the 6th.
on
Yeah.
my screen.
Yeah.
Bottom right corner.
There's an F.
Well,
There is an F.
that seems valuable.
That's something. Okay,
F
we're going to
for
try and
finish,
get to that F.
perhaps, but we don't know where we are. Okay.
All right. Well, do we want to turn down this red path and see what happens?
I actually think it might be more valuable to backtrack.
Okay, go back to the lowest green that we had before.
Yeah.
So like 1, 2, 3, 4 greens down from the yellow.
You go back to the green intersection on the other side of where you started. Now, there's the green path that you just walked on behind you. You find yourself at a green intersection with another green path to your right and
Nice.
another green path straight ahead of you.
All right.
Okay,
So
now
to
that
me,
is because
that
we turned
looks
around. It looks like we're in. Oh yeah. So what do you think?
5, 8.
Yeah. These two big ones down the bottom, the very very long green pathways. They both match what we've experienced so far.
There is also the one that looks, if you positioned it sort of like the third last one.
Oh yeah.
Not impossible. Oh no, wait, that has a forward, so it can't be that one. That was a forward
Yes.
that we ruled out.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, right near the bottom where there's a yellow that goes right to a red and down to this green, but it
But
would
that
continue
would have
on.
too many openings that we
So we
didn't
had to
have
have
before.
hit an end. Now, if we decide instead that we were flipped around, upside down or something like that, is there anywhere else that makes sense? I don't think there is. I think we've ruled it down to 2 possibilities.
If there is, it might be too much for my brain right now. Now,
No, I don't think there is. I think we're either in the.
If you have ruled it down to 2 possibilities, I am pretty sure you have ruled out places that you could possibly
yeah,
be.
that's all right.
I don't know if we have.
I think it's entirely possible that we have, but oh boy. Okay, hold on. I've got to rotate my head in a few different directions.
I'm doubling
Definitely
down on
one
myself, Danny.
there.
Let's look at all the yellows. Top left yellow cannot be right because we walked towards it and it would have to go left, but it went right. So that's wrong.
Now let's rotate that in all its possibilities.
You're
I'm
right,
just looking,
the others approaching that
to
yellow
blues.
can't work. Right?
Yep.
The next I'm just going from the top. Okay, then the next yellow, right on the very, very top row of the entire
Oh,
thing.
that's possible, isn't it?
That one. Okay, that one is possible. So
Okay, cool.
There's 3 then, I think.
Great.
So we could be in that yellow there. We can't be in the
just
next yellow.
cool.
I'm just going
Nope,
like
that's got some blue.
in lines. Can't be in that yellow. Can't
The
be
red is the
in
wrong way.
that yellow because we would have gone back to a blue path, not a green one. Could be that yellow.
Which one are you on right now? 5?
This is the yeah.
Yep, cool.
Can't be the little yellow kind of down
The
and to the
tiny
right
6
of that.
because no, that's got blue
Can't be
on it.
that one. There's this other yellow sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 are across in the middle. If you sort of zigzag or 5 across, I don't know. It's hard to talk about these in a way that's relatable for an audio listener, but yeah, there's another yellow there where we sort of went up to a red that goes to purple.
But it
and
looks
then
like it
down
could
to-
be 3 green paths at least that we've still got open to
Yeah,
us.
there are 3 yellows that could be correct for where we are right now. We're either in the top middle or the sort of middle left or the middle right yellows for people who are trying to follow along.
Now, how are we going to differentiate these? Because all 3 of them, their tops following the red paths do a very similar thing.
So we ignore the red path top.
Maybe.
Of the 3 here, what we want to check is going to that yellow. If we go from this intersection where we've hit, like we go forward or right in more greens, we should go right. Because if we hit a yellow that goes up and down, we know we're in one of the bottom 2
That's true.
sections. But if it only goes left, then we know we're in the top section.
And then after we've done that, we can go left and see if we find a purple or not.
I think so. So let's
Okay.
go. So we've gone to the yellow. We turned around. We went back and we found this green intersection where there's a path off to our right. We're going to go to the end of that path.
You take the green path to your right, and you come to a yellow intersection with a red path to your left and a red path to your right.
Amazing.
Wonderful. So
let's go left.
No, if we go right, we'll very quickly. Oh no, yeah, or left. Yeah, either way, and they're closer to our goal anyway. Let's go left.
You go left, and you come to a purple intersection with a blue path to your right and a red path ahead of you.
All right, we know where we are. We've found
Okay.
ourselves in space. So for people following along at home, if you head to the middle of this picture, off to the right, where there's a large green section, we started at the top of that green section. We went up to the yellow, found a red path, turned around, found this intersection, went right, hit the end where there was yellow hitting red. We went left, we found yellow hitting blue, and that is where we are now on that purple square.
Amazing.
So we want to just keep going forward.
Assuming we're trying to find our way to this F, let's follow this path
We
forward.
go forward, it should curve to the left and bring us back to a yellow.
Here's hoping.
You go forward on the red path and come to a red intersection with a red path branching off to the left, which you've indicated you follow.
Yep.
And then you come to a yellow intersection with a green path to your left and a green path to your right.
Easy. We turn right until we
right.
hit that green intersection.
You go right to the green intersection. There's a green path to your left and a green path ahead of you.
We don't care about that ahead path. We go left.
You go left and you come to a cyan intersection with a blue path to your left and a blue path to your right.
Danny, would
Right,
you like to?
baby, right.
Oh, yeah.
You take the blue path to your right and come to a blue intersection with a blue path to your left and a blue path ahead of you.
That's so close.
Left.
You go left and come to a purple intersection with a red path to your left and a red path to your right.
Oh,
We are now
I
in the-
hope that left is correct.
We're
We
in the
read
bottom right.
that.
We should be heading straight to this F on the map.
You go left, and at the end of this hall, you find another check-in kiosk. The screen is displaying the words, touch screen to exit.
I don't trust it. I say we stay in the maze forever.
We can't die as long as we're in here.
We can't die. If you die in the maze, you don't die in real life. It's very fun. we can live eternity here in the maze.
But if we survive in the maze, what happens to us?
Or we die in real life. Damn. Okay,
that's
let's
tough.
get out. We touch the
Alright.
check-in screen.
Check out screen.
You
Touch
touch
the-
the screen.
Screen.
This time, your entire bodies feel like they're being squashed. You'll find yourselves being printed out of the kiosk as
Ugh.
thermal paper people. After you both finish printing, the kiosk also spits out a boarding pass for Fly This Airline.
Are we flat now?
You are now not completely flat because thermal paper tends to be fairly thick, but you are flattened.
Oh, that's discomforting. Okay. Ugh. Well,
Are we back in our main, where we started room?
You are back in the room that you started in.
I guess we... How do you describe how paper walks? We left right our way over to the security gate?
Yeah.
You left right your way over to the security gate to find that it is shut, illuminated in red, and has a place to scan documents.
I scan Danny.
You try scanning Danny to no avail.
All right, I scan my boarding pass.
You scan your boarding pass, the gate illumination changes to amber, and you hear, boarding pass valid, scan ID to proceed.
Are you your ID?
I scan Danny.
You try scanning Danny again, and
To
nothing
avail?
happens.
To some avail?
To
Okay.
no avail.
Damn.
You have to scan yourself. It's your boarding pass.
All right, I scan myself.
You scan yourself, also to no avail.
We also
I'm
have
never going to
passports.
avail. We have
but-
passport. Oh, we have our museum passport.
You also have your museum
That's
passport.
generally the ID that plane gates want.
Yeah, everyone's always looking for your museum ID. All right, I scan my passport. Wait a minute, there's no ID in that passport. It's just a series
This
of
is a
stamps.
magic museum, Billy.
I refuse to even attempt it. I
You're
scan my.
right now. You don't have room to argue.
Bill refuses to attempt it.
No,
but Danny
I
does
scan my
attempt it.
passport.
You scan your passport. The gate illumination changes to green as it opens. You step through into the next room and look around. To your left, you see a blizzard. To your right is a bank of elevators. In the center of the room is a rocket ship
Oh,
with an airplane flying circles around it. On the far side of the room, past the rocket ship, is something glowing red hot. Where you're standing now is a runway.
okay. Well, helpfully, while I was trying to depict something glowing red hot, it sort of looks like a sun, which I feel like can't hurt.
You want to go, or you want to pass everything and just head to the glowing sun?
Oh no, I was just drawing it.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we got a blizzard, a plane, a rocket, a runway, a glowing hot sun that is not the sun, and a bank of elevators. By which I'm assuming that is just a bunch of elevators.
I mean, do you want to
Let's
walk
check 'em
over
out.
and have a closer look?
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
I need to know how many to draw.
All right. You walk over and find a bank of 2 elevators with floor indicators and a call button.
As in like a call button, like a call the elevator go up or down button, or a separate. There's a little phone you can call whoever runs the operator, the elevators. And say,
Call
"I
the
have a complaint."
elevator. Normally it's go up and down button, but you get the sense that you're on the ground floor because this button only has the up arrow and there's no down button.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Look, I have no intention of using these elevators right at this
But do you want to
moment.
call them just in case? We don't have to get
wasn't my
in.
plan. I just wanted to say there was a floor indicate.
Oh, yeah. A floor indicator. How many floors are there?
So the indicators are saying what floors the elevators are on.
Ah, sure.
The left elevator is on floor 2, and the right elevator is on floor 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to leave them there for the moment.
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm worried that this is just getting us to future rooms, so we should probably try and solve this area first. But we'll find out. Do you want to go and check out this blizzard? It feels
I
amorphous
really
and
do.
tough to look
I
at.
definitely want to see this blizzard.
All right, you walk past the rocket ship to the other side of the room from the elevators, ignoring the rocket as you go because of your intense curiosity on the blizzard. And you see several huskies pulling a dog sled off in the distance. But it's too dangerous to approach them and risk getting damp from the snow as your paper selves.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're made of paper. Well, we'll figure that out.
Does thermal paper like glowing red hot stuff?
Maybe it'll change what is written on us, I guess.
I don't know if I want that, but it feels
Let's go
like
check
we
out the
want to
glowing
check
rock.
You walk over and you find an old-fashioned steam locomotive glowing red hot.
Oh.
It's so hot that even standing well away from it, your thermal paper selves change color, revealing symbols. Whom would you like to see first?
I turn and I look at Danny.
You turn and you look at Danny, and you see the following.
Now, only I can look at this, Danny, because you can't see it. It's on you.
I know.
But I can describe it to you and the audience at the same time. Danny,
Presumably, as a paper person, Danny is flexible enough to bend her
Nope,
head
Danny
down.
can't see this. Danny can't see this. Danny, you've got 3 symbols on you.
Great.
The first 2 have a sort of astrological, alchemical nature to them.
Mhm.
One is like the female symbol, but it's got like curved horns on top.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a circle down plus and above, it's like a half circle horns. Is that like Mercury or something?
I never remember which symbol goes with which thing, but I know the symbol you mean.
Underneath, you have a full equilateral triangle with the base at the bottom and the point at the top.
Great.
And a plus underneath that. So similar to in construction to the other one, but it's a
Okay.
triangle instead of the circle with horns.
Great.
And
great.
below that, you have kind of like a cancel button. Like it's a circle with a horizontal line straight through the middle.
Gotcha.
What about me? What do I have on
I
me?
would love to see what Bill's got on Bill.
Oh, on Bill, you see a lungfish.
Kill me. I jump into the blizzard. I'm tired of these fish. They're everywhere. I don't like them.
You do not jump into the blizzard.
Lungfish.
You don't know me.
There we go. It's all drawn. Every animal in the room gets drawn.
Okay, well, that was fun. Is there anything other than the fact that it's hot enough to cause these symbols to appear? Is there anything else to look at about this locomotive?
I mean,
Very
it's a
true.
very hot steam locomotive that you don't see any other discernible detail on besides it's glowing, and if you got closer, you'd probably catch on fire.
That's not great.
Okay.
So we're running out of things. There are the most interesting features of this room.
Yeah,
left
maybe we
to
should
look
look at them.
at. The runway.
Yeah, let's look at the runway.
There's nothing here but the gate you came through and the runway. Sure, it'd be nice if you could get that plane to land.
Anything on the back of the gate we came through?
Nope.
Damn. All right, let's look at this rocket.
The rocket, labeled the Southern Cross, certainly looks impressive. Glancing up, you do see a hatch that's well out of reach. And in the air is that plane circling the spaceship.
Yeah, is there anything else about that plane that's worth further
What's it
investigation?
doing?
It looks like a decent-sized plane, and it has the Fly This Airline logo on it.
How decent sized are we talking in comparison to us?
Definitely big enough that a person could get on it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. I need to rescale my room a little bit.
Well, Danny,
Yeah.
it appears to me that with a blizzard that we can't enter because we're made of paper, a train that we can't get close to because would catch fire,
Mhm.
a rocket that we don't have a hatch to get into because we're too small, and a plane that is flying overhead with no
Feels
way
like we're
given
being
to us to
funneled back
contact
to
it.
the lift.
It looks like maybe we should just go take the lifts to another floor.
Maybe. Yeah,
Can
yeah,
we-
that could get us higher.
Or at least see what happens if we press the button.
That seems fair.
Because maybe you'll call the lift and the plane will fall for some reason. Who
Who
knows?
can say?
Let's call the lift.
You call the lift, and the left elevator descends, opening its doors.
I have a fundamental question for you. As it descends, it must go through levels on the way. Are they as expected? Does it go 2, 1?
You seem to be on floor 1 now, so the floor
Okay.
indicator just
Oh,
showed
we're on
that it
floor
went from
1,
2 to
are
1.
we? Oh, look at this cross-cultural confusion. I thought it would go 2, 1G, but I guess it goes...
Yeah, here in the US, ground floor tends to be floor 1.
You gave us too much permissiveness when we just swapped to saying lift instead of elevator, and now we're abusing it.
I legitimately actually was going to ask, like, my actual question, completely legitimately with no sense of irony, was like, what does it show in between the like floor 2 and our floor? Like, what like does it go to 1 or does it go to something else? Yeah. I completely forgot. As I was saying, I was like, oh, it probably just goes to 1, and that's the floor 1.
But
okay.
It is the left elevator that has done this?
It was the closest one. Okay. Shall we get in?
I guess so.
All right, continue your description. Sorry.
All right, no worries. This is how the show works. Inside, the control panel has a bunch of the usual floor buttons, 1 through 9. A button labeled Takeoff, a weight limit plaque, and a manufacturer's plaque, indicating this elevator was built by the Osandra Elevator Company.
What is the weight
Thank you to Osandra, who was working in the background on this whole project.
Absolutely. Yeah, what's the weight limit?
The weight limit plaque specifies that this elevator's weight limit is 0.
Yes, excellent. Always what you want to hear. Now, Bill.
Do you want to hit takeoff and see what happens to the rocket?
I kind of don't.
What?
Partly what I want to do is separate us. There are 2 lifts.
Okay. So you want to go up and I'll call the other lift down?
It could be worthwhile, just saying.
But the weight limit is 0. It might not go while we're in it.
Entirely possible. But maybe just 2 of us hit slightly above 0 as well.
All right, well, I'll step out if you want to hit like 9 and see where it takes you.
Bill steps out, and Danny, in the elevator, presses 9. Weight limit exceeded. Elevator operation canceled.
Outrageous.
We could, though, possibly. I think we should hit takeoff and see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
But what we could do is press 9 as you step out of it, have it go higher than 5 so we could call the other elevator down. Because we would always call the closest elevator, right?
Interesting.
And that might let us look at the other. But let's try that after we hit takeoff because we'll be sending it away. So I think we should hit takeoff and see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
All right. You stand in the elevator and hit takeoff and hear weight limit exceeded, elevator operation canceled.
Okay. Can we step outside of the elevator, reach our hand in and press takeoff?
You step outside the elevator, reach your hand in and press takeoff and hear nothing.
But what about just sticking our hand in, pressing 9?
Yeah, what if we just press 9?
You stick your hand in, press 9, and draw your hand back as the elevator doors close. The elevator ascends up to floor 9 without you.
Okay. Well, that is... I wouldn't call it progress, but something has happened.
True. If we hit the call elevator button, given that 5 is closer than 9, does our elevator 5 go?
You hit the call button, and the right elevator comes down this time.
Nice. Now, as it goes down after 5, does it hit all the floors that we would expect? 4,
Yes.
3, 2, 1, G?
All right, let's
no G, but yes.
Damn!
Let's inspect the inside of this one. Is there anything different going on?
Inside, almost everything is identical to the left elevator, except there's a button labeled land instead of takeoff.
Ooh.
And there's also a keyhole labeled launch.
Oh, rockets launch, they don't take off. Planes take off. And it was already done that. Okay, can we, while not standing... Oh, yeah.
Wait. What's the weight limit on this one? Is it also 0?
There is also a weight limit plaque reading 0.
I just assumed. It'd be weird to say it's mostly the same except for the following things that are different and then only lifts most of the things that are different.
I don't know how much we read, but all right, so
I'd like to stand outside of this elevator and hit land, which should land the plane. The other one made the plane take off.
You do that.
Fly this airline. You are clear to land.
You see the plane descend and land on the runway next to where you
Okay.
entered this room.
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
This is progress. Let's check out this plane.
You walk up the attached air stairs. To your left is the cockpit. To your right is the cabin. And where you are now is the galley.
Okay, it turns out when I try to draw a plane, I draw some kind of stingray.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Stingray with 2 wheels. Gotcha. All right. How's this galley looking? Does it smell like food?
Well, you look around the galley. What particularly catches your eye is a panel with lights.
Can we have a closer look at this panel? Like, what are the lights in any specific arrangement, color, symbol?
Bill, you go take a closer look at the lights. As you lean in for a closer look, you rest your hand on the wall next to the lighting panel. You are so focused on the panel, you miss seeing the condensation you stuck your paper hand into, and now you've adhered to the wall, trapping yourself in place. While you personally have a clear view of the panel, you're completely blocking Danny's view.
That seems fair to me.
So like
I will send you an image of the galley lights that is for your eyes only and not Danny's.
Inconsiderate.
Just like that
to
picture of Danny.
describe these lights to Danny.
Okay. Hey, Danny.
Hey.
There are 6 lights.
Good to know. How do I draw them? Are they in a line?
They're in a line from left to right. Lights
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm. Are they numbered as such?
Well, here's the thing. Currently, they are presented to me in the form of a Google Sheets spreadsheet in view only. So I wonder if, as you do stuff, these are going to change their status. As of now, they are either on or off. They're in a fairly binary system.
Okay.
From left to right, they are off, on, off, on.
Off, on, off, on.
You got it. But
Okay,
I
I
worry
had to
that
figure out how I was going to depict that.
as you do things, this will be edited and changed, and yeah.
That's funny. As soon as you said that, I went, "Oh, it's going to be like Mastermind," but no, your way also makes sense. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to taunt you and go take a look in the cockpit.
Danny goes to take a look in the cockpit, and there are a ridiculous amount of switches here.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Oh, do any of them look tempting, or are they all frightening?
I mean, they're all labeled, so you feel like if you knew what you were looking for, you'd find it easily, but...
Okay. That's fair. Is there some sort of a dehumidifying switch?
I think I'm stuck till we finish.
I agree, but it's worth checking.
What do you mean by dehumidifying?
I don't know. I don't understand temperature.
Is humidity a temperature thing?
Yes.
How would you change the temperature?
Billy, help me out here.
Is there an air conditioning?
I could adjust air conditioning.
You do find an air conditioning panel that I will give you access to.
Oh no.
So
Do I want to turn it up or turn it down?
this file is for Danny's access only.
Oh, this is too much pressure. Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Hold on. This looks good. This is great because I now also have a spreadsheet with 6 things in a row. But they are 6.
Sounds good to me.
They're 6 switch names, A, B, C, D, E, and F, and at present, they're all off. So...
Well, why don't you try and emulate what I have created?
Okay, so can I try flicking on switches B, C, D, and F?
Can you try? You tell me.
I don't know. I'm made of paper.
You have a spreadsheet in front of you?
Oh my god. Mine's not view only. I can do things.
Might help Bill if you narrate what you're
Hey,
doing.
Danny. Hey,
Yeah?
Danny. What have
Yeah?
you done so far?
I've flicked on switches B and C.
Okay, when you did that, they changed on mine.
Okay.
I now see that 1 is on, 2 is off, 3 is off, 4 is on, 5 and 6 are both off.
Oh my. Okay, I've got to do this a little bit slower.
So we got to
Hold on,
go
I'll turn
slow.
both
We got to
of
do
those
this
off.
one at a time.
Yep, I'll turn those off again.
I'm
Okay.
assuming we need to get them all on, right? Oh,
So
what did you just do?
That'd
Wait,
be a
stop.
fair assumption.
What did you just do, Danny?
I turned them both off.
Oh, okay. It changed twice. You got to. So I'm back to.
No. Yeah, I just wanted to go back to the beginning. Is it the same as it was, or
off,
is it different?
on, off, on.
Great. So it is back to the start.
Can you hit F, the final switch, and see what happens?
I have done so.
They are all off.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, it's not as simple as like it affects the ones around it. All right, right now everything's off. That's fun. How do you want to run this test? What do you want to start doing?
I guess I'll turn F off again. And why don't we start with A?
Okay.
Feels reasonable. Okay, I'm turning A on.
So when you did F back on, it turned 6 on, 2, 3, and 4 on, and the others were off.
Back to the start.
Right, back to the start. When you pushed just A is on, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all off. So it affected 2, 3, and 4. This is associated activation puzzle, Danny. We got to write this down.
I am writing it down.
And 6 is still on.
Did you say? Wait, sorry. Can you repeat that information? That went too fast for me to write.
Yeah.
Down.
So you turned A.
Yes.
I'm just going to think of mine as A to F, right? And I'm going to stop saying numbers. When you turned on A, it changed A to on.
Oh, okay.
So it affected itself. B, C, and D all went off. So it affected those as well. And then 5 is still off, 6 is still on. So A looks like it affects A, B, C, D.
Okay. Interesting. All right, I'm going to turn A off.
Yeah, okay, great. So now it's off and B, C, D are on.
And let's take a look at B.
Okay. A is still off, so it didn't affect it. B is off, so it affected that. C is still on.
Mm-hmm.
D is off.
Okay, so it was affected.
And then 5 and 6 are the same.
Okay, so they are off then on.
Yes.
Good to know.
And you're resetting that?
Yep, I have turned that one off. C is on.
Okay. A went on, so it affects A. B stayed on, so it doesn't affect B.
Right.
C turned off.
Mm-hmm. D.
D is off.
Ooh. E.
E is still off.
Uh-huh. And F.
Is off, so it affected that.
Okay. A, C, D, and F.
Okay.
Turning D on.
Okay. For D, A is now on, so it affects A.
Mm-hmm.
B and C and D are all off, so it affects them.
Ooh, okay.
E is on, so it affected that.
Hmm.
And F is still on, so it didn't change that.
Interesting. Okay, we've just got E to test now.
Okay. So for E, A is still off, so it didn't affect it.
Great.
B is off, so it did affect it.
Hmm.
C and D are still on.
Mm-hmm.
E is on, and F is still on, so it didn't change it.
So that just affected B and E.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to turn E off again. And now that we have all of these, we can discuss.
Oh, what did F do again?
F did B, C, D, and F by my calculation,
So
because it turned them all off.
From where we are now, if we wanted to get them all on, all we want to do is change B and change F.
Or we should,
Sorry, A and E.
Yeah, but I think that the safer way to do this should be to odd even it. So like switch A needs an odd number of effects because it's currently off.
Yeah. So A we need odd.
B, C, and D we need even.
This, for people who are playing along at home, we called these associated activation puzzles. They might have a different name. That's how we named them when we were playing all the Nancy Drew games on stream, because there are so many of these. And this is the classic way to try and do it. You don't think about each individual step. You just add up all of the things that you're doing. So like if we did A then B, we would have A once, B twice, D twice, C once. And so as long as you have an odd number, they'll be in a different position than they started. If it's an even number, they'll be in the same position that they started. So right now we want A and E to change, we should have odd numbers for those, and everything else should have an even number when we add all of the activations together. That's that's kind of a classic and cool way for us to solve these.
All right. So there are only 2 buttons that actually affected E.
Yes.
So we either need to press one of them once or some combination of them, 3, 5, 7, whatever. My inclination is just to press D and see and see how that goes.
All right. Well, if we pressed D, that'd give us.
I can reset anytime, so I'm going to actually do that. Because I have power here. This is
that's
great.
true.
Yes, you do.
This is more exciting than I thought it would be, being the one who can physically do a thing. Okay, so we have ordered our A, we have ordered our E, but we have also ordered our B, C, and D.
Great.
Which is a problem.
Well,
now, if we pressed B, that would even up our B and D, but our C would still be having a problem.
Yep. Well, we can try it.
I don't think it's what we need to do.
No. Well, we can. I think we shouldn't do this as we go. I think that's the fool's error. That's the trap that everyone falls into. Is trying to do it.
No, doing it randomly is the fool's error. I wasn't doing it randomly. I was doing it so that you could see.
I had one set of playtesters who got it randomly almost right away.
Oh, that's brutal.
But it's also like that's then less fun anyway, so we don't want to do that either.
Definitely. Okay, there are two things that affect F.
But anything that affects F will affect C and D no matter what. So we can't press the F yet because there's no way to change F a number of times that is not going to also change C and D the number of times. And currently, we want them to have the same number of changes, but they have different numbers of changes after having pressed D.
So just checking to see if it looked like everything was going to get pressed in just a specific order, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Sure.
The order in which you flip switches does not matter.
That's intriguing.
That's all. It's all additive. So what are we thinking, Danny? We have to activate A and E at some point. And there's only two ways to activate E, which is by pressing D or pressing E itself.
I feel like E is probably going to get pressed at some point.
Okay. Well, let's say we've done D and E.
Oh, okay. So we do want D to be on?
Oh, we don't have to. We can. I just do that as our starting point, but we don't have to.
No, I turned it off again.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's start again.
I'm going to turn on E.
So that puts us at 1 on B, 1 on E, which is fun. We need another B press at that point.
How do we feel about, say, what do you reckon, F or A? Those are ones that both affect B, but not E. A, I have switched on.
That gets us 1 on A, 2 on B, 1 on C, 1 on D. So we need another C and D press.
I'm hoping your notes are better arranged than mine.
Is there a way you could make this simpler for yourselves?
Probably.
Don't ever ask us that question. How dare you? Danny, just no, now I'm done. Danny, click everything. Who cares? Trying to solve the puzzle. What are you doing, idiots? Danny, just press them all randomly.
No.
No, that's the easy way to do it. Easy way to do it is just to not do the puzzle.
Here.
I'm rubbing out all my notes. What do you mean an easier way? No, there's not. How dare you? Danny, press them randomly.
Turning them all off. No. It's okay. Let's see. A, B, C, D, E is pretty good.
Why do you say those are pretty good?
Because it's a lot, and we've got a lot of subgroups of that. Like, so switch D activated A, B, C, D, and E. 3 of the other buttons are, one of them does A, B, C, and D, another one does B and D, and another one does B and E. It felt like picking one with lots of subgroups was a good idea. Okay, so what's it looking like now? What needs to be done? A is good, B, C, and D are bad, E is good. So it's just B, C, and D that are problems right now.
Well, B, C, D, and F is an option.
That is true, but we don't have much in the way of fixing that. Unless, does pressing C fix it? A, C, D, and F?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, where are we at now? I've flicked on 3 switches.
B, E, and F are on. A, C, and D are off.
So if I then turned on A, that would fix a lot of them, and then we'd just have one problem.
Then it's just B is a problem? Yeah, give it a try. So now everything's on except for B.
Stupid B. All right, I'm going to try something dumb.
Go for it. Oh, now they're all on except for A.
Except for A? Interesting. I'm definitely losing track.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're doing at this point. I'm just seeing the lights change.
I just turned C and F off.
F is the one that is not in A, B, C, D, like doesn't get affected when you press D. It affects everything but F.
Yeah.
F can only be affected by pressing itself or pressing C.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's a
So we've either got to have both F and C or neither F and C. That's interesting.
yeah.
Okay, well, what happens if we have neither F and C, but everything else?
Oh, and then the big difference between C and F is whether it affects A or B.
Yep. So what does it look like without C and F?
This is off, on, on,
Mhm.
off, on.
Okay, so A, D, and E. There is no button that just controls A, D, and E.
No.
All right. So once again, it feels like to make the last light 6, do what we want, I need to press C and F, both of them or neither of them. Those are my only options.
If, for example, you hit C then F, C, D, and F would all stay the same and A and B would change, right?
I will press both C and F.
And now we can just hit E and we're done.
Can you tell me what it looks like right now?
Lights 2 and 5, which are lights B and E, are currently off. And if you hit E, that'll change those two and we're done. Done. They're all on.
Hey!
All 6 lights turn on. You hear the air conditioning power up, feel a breeze, and hey, where'd these propeller hats come from?
No.
You look silly, but no further the worse for wear. And better still, the air dried out Bill's hand, freeing Bill from the wall.
Yay!
Glancing out the cockpit window, you realize the train is no longer glowing. Getting the AC working cooled it off.
Oh, sweet. Should we check the cabin first before we leave?
Yeah, of course.
You step into the cabin and notice the remnants of a musty smell that the air conditioning is clearing away.
Excellent. Maybe we should head out and take a look at that train now.
Sure. Danny, our original method would have still been fine. I don't know why we had to change to this whole don't add up odds and evens. If we just started, it's like, cool, A, C, D, F, B, C, D, F, then we just need one more for B and E, and it's exactly what we did. I don't know how we were overcomplicating it. We just did it right. People keep doing this to us. It was like the last room where someone was like, why are you overcomplicating my number pattern? What you should have, you said it was each section is a different number, but what you should have said is that each section is rotated a different number of degrees to create. It's like, that's exactly as complicated as what we were doing. I don't understand this. People keep accusing us of overcomplicating things, and then we do that, and it's the exact same method that we were already doing. And all we do is second guess ourselves for no reason. All right.
I wasn't second guessing anything. I was happy with what we were doing. It's just hard to do on paper, but that's why we do it.
All right, let's go to a train.
You walk over and climb up into the engine's now cooled off cab. Inside, there are several silver valves that you're able to rotate within their blue housings, which I'll send you a picture of.
Ooh. Oh boy, these are complex.
All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valves, each one with a Roman numeral in the top left corner.
Also has on the northeast, south, and west points on these round valves, they've got some underlined letters on the circle part itself, and on the outside of the circle, some underlined numbers.
So my understanding would be, because the numbers are on the outside, they will always be in their positions. But the letters, we could rotate around internally to match them up differently.
Yeah.
So for the first one, for example, currently 19 is next to G, 3 is next to W, 4 is next to S, 18 is next to D, as you sort of go around from north clockwise. But we could rotate that to change what letters, even though it would always be 19 at the top, then 3, 4, 18 as you go around.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Some of these letters and numbers sort of match. Like in the first one, there's an S on the wheel and a 19 on the outside. They're not currently next to each other. And there's a D and a 4 on that one as well. So
but there's no way to ever make those line up correctly.
No, exactly. So we'd have to choose which ones we
there's
want to be
not
correct.
so there's 2 correct options. Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
But anyway, we've also got some post-it notes that have been left around this place between
Yes.
two people. So would you like to be person one?
Is that Sabara?
I think so.
It could be Kibara.
Could be.
I'm confused about the valve order. Why aren't they all in one row?
There's limited space in this cab, and the valves would be tiny. Besides, the order seems clearly labeled to me.
And that's from Roman. So it is Roman. It is named in Roman numerals.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know what Sabara numerals are. I see. Turns out I can always count on you.
At least I didn't have to spell out the answer for you this time.
Okay. Now, it's also worth noting that the numbers on the outside are not like in a sequence. There are multiple 3s as we go, multiple 4s. Never on the same wheel, but there's not like an order from 1 to 8, like 22 or something.
That's a good point. All right.
So
obviously we found this possible connection between the letters and numbers. Do you think the fact that they're labeled 1 to 5 do you think we need to pay attention to that more than just this is the order that they're in?
I don't know. It does just say the order is clearly labelled, and the order is clearly labelled.
True.
So I think the order is clearly labelled.
Good point. Good point.
Now, I think it's worth noting. I was just thinking about looking at the top letters, so the top numbers, to see what if we rotated the appropriate, as in alphabetically sequenced letter underneath those. But that's not always possible. You could put an S at the top to go with 19, but there's no V, which is the 22nd letter. So there's no way to do that on number 2 to get the correct number lined up to the top.
Which ones are possibly correct? Let's figure out all the possible correct. So what's possibly correct for spot 1?
For spot 1, as in, so correct being that the number matches the order in the alphabet?
Yeah, exactly.
You could put the D at the bottom, or you could put the S at the top.
Amazing. So then, what about for valve number 2?
You could put the T at the bottom. You could put the U on the left. That's it.
Great. Okay, number 3. The Y could go on the right because we've got a 25.
Yep. And the E could go on the left.
Amazing. Okay, number 4. We've got D again.
Could go at the
up the top. And A.
Could go on the right. Sure. Okay, so there's two correct options there. That's fun.
And the last one, C and M.
So they all have 2 numbers that could be correct.
Yes, but I happen to have written them out in the perfect way, it seems.
Oh, really? So as in, if you took arbitrarily one of each of those, you would get a word?
I very fortunately happened to write it out exactly to make a word, yes.
The word is, hold on, let me try and guess.
My top row says D-U-Y-D-C. My second row, on the other hand, says S-T-E-A-M.
Steam. All right, we roll them to... Now, what does that mean? How do we set them to steam? Do we set those to the top, or...?
Yeah, I want to make the S rotate to the 19, the T rotate to the 20,
sure,
the E rotate to the 5, the A rotate to the 1, and the M rotate to the 13.
Great.
You do that, and you hear a whoosh running through the now open valves and a clattering sound by your feet as a cloud of steam fills the cab. Once it clears, you find yourselves transformed from paper into mannequins wearing winter weather gear with a ticket punch on the floor, which you use to punch the passport in the take one small step slot. And I believe you already have the passport image for this room.
We have cut out the shape of a... Is that a car that we've punched out?
That is a car.
Is that a DeLorean?
DeLorean, specifically.
We already did that one. That was room 4. That was Back to the Suture.
Totally DeLorean-y. All right, great. So now we won't die if we go into a blizzard.
Yes, you are mannequins with winter weather gear.
Okay. We can head to our blizzard town.
You head over to the blizzard, and you find that the blizzard has ceased, and the huskies have turned to wax.
Oh.
One of the dogs is holding a cryptex in its mouth.
I take it.
Definitely take it.
You take it, and you find that it is a 5-letter cryptex with text inscribed on one of the end caps.
I put in DUYDC.
This will be your last image of the room.
For people who aren't familiar with the cryptex, it's basically like if you put a combination lock on the outside of a tube, and inside the tube there's a hidden message.
And generally made it look like it's something from ancient Egypt.
Yeah. So it says on the side of this, I track your movement through smell and sound. Some deem my hunt harassment. My persistence is renowned. Through sharp attunement, the target will be found.
Yeah, that sounds like a hunting dog.
Yeah, I put in hunting dog. Is that 5 letters? Damn. Husky. I put a husky into the code.
How do you spell husky? Is that I-E or Y?
Why? Otherwise it wouldn't fit.
Right. But no, that does not work.
No, and that's fair. Huskies are working dogs, but I wouldn't call them the huntingest hunting dogs.
So Danny,
I put in McFly.
You put in McFly to no avail.
Are you sure?
he doesn't use smell to track anything.
He tries. He tries so hard, and it doesn't work.
Okay, so what are you doing? We have a 5-letter thing to solve.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a little poem about it.
Yep.
The poem is 6 lines long.
I
think it's worth noting. So we're not like getting
1 letter per
one
line.
letter
That's
per
true.
line.
So it feels.
So is it just a
like
riddle
it's
to
a riddle.
solve? I track your
boy.
movement through smell and sound. Some deem my hunt harassment. My persistence is renowned. Through sharp attunement, the target will be found.
Through smell and sound. It definitely feels like some sort of hunting animal. Seems very fair.
Yep.
And then talking about harassment as well. I'm trying to think, is there something fun about there? Like if badger were 5 letters, that would be great.
Yeah, that's fun. An animal that is, but the badgers don't really hunt through smell and sound.
My persistence is renowned.
Human.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Through sharp attunement.
That is curious.
Right?
That wording. What is known to be persistent?
Yeah, is there something like, dogs. If you do something doggedly, you do it persistently. This is just describing a dog.
True enough.
To hound someone.
Oh, that's
is
harassment.
Is harassment? Can we try hound?
That's a great idea.
You input hound, and the cryptex pops open, revealing
smell
a key
hounds
inside.
Yeah, that was perfect. That fit it perfectly. Yes, key.
As you take it out, a final gust of wind temporarily causes whiteout conditions, clearing away the remaining snow and leaving you transformed from mannequins into robots.
Oh, dear God.
Okay. Why do we need a key? Do we have a keyhole anywhere?
Yes, we do. In the launch button in the second elevator.
Lovely. Shall we go and launch?
We should, but I don't know how we're going to get around this weight limit. Robots are really heavy usually.
You feel like the key might override any weight limit operations. Those are probably just for the regular elevator button.
I love it when my intuition tells me that. All right, let's head back to the elevator that we have access to and see if that key fits into that launch button hole.
Indeed it does.
Yes.
You turn it. We are a go for launch. Countdown sequence initiated. You morph from robots back into your human selves, now wearing spacesuits. The hatch on the rocket opens, and a ladder descends. You climb up and strap yourselves in. The countdown hits 0, and the rocket starts descending into the floor.
Ooh.
Down you go,
Ooh.
but to where? As the rocket lowered its way into the ground, the room transformed again. Cables descended from the ceiling. The plane rose to meet them in midair, suspended once more. The train shrunk, running around a toy track. The dogs merged back into the wall, just a mural. And finally, the hole that the rocket had been lowering through closed up behind it, swallowing Bill and Danny.
Ah.
The bell of the left elevator dinged, and its doors opened to reveal the caretaker. He strode across the space and back out the entrance, nodding approvingly. Won't be long now. He held what looked like a model hand up to the light. soon.
A model hand?
I don't like this creep. I don't like him. Thanks for listening to Escape This Podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we discuss the escape room we just did with the guest we just had. This podcast is kept afloat by crowdfunding, so if you enjoy the show, why not support it on Patreon? There's weekly bonus audio for our $5 donors, monthly videos for our $10 donors, monthly trivia for our $20 donors, and anyone at any level can appear as an NPC in one of the rooms that Danny designs. And thanks again for listening.